Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Okay, so we're going to be talking about should the Redskins trade for Jamal Adams. We're going to be doing some roster projections, some predictions for the season, uh, or not schedule-wise, but record-wise, and some other stuff. But let's wait for some people to get in here. What's up with that 1,000 subs with no videos? What's up, Brian? And I will be putting a timestamp in the description, hopefully. So if you guys are watching this after I finish the stream, then you guys can go ahead and you guys can watch it when I start. But let's get started right now. What's up, Peyton the Great? What's up, Air GTA 5? How you guys doing? So I'm gonna wait for some more people to get in here, and then we're gonna start talking about it. And I might make a video about it tomorrow. Go through some specific trade scenarios. What's up, David? How you guys doing? What's up, Peyton? So yeah, we're just gonna go through that, then do some roster projections and some free agents that we could sign. But yeah, I mean, it's not very realistic, and there's been tweets saying he has 7 teams that he wants to go to, but at the end of the day, that's not really his decision. It's the Jets' decision who they want to trade him to. What's up? What's up, Andre? How you doing, man? Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so we're going to wait like one more minute, and then we're going to start. We're going to go through some trade scenarios. I might make a separate video on this tomorrow, but we'll see. Or I might. What's up, DeQuavis? Oh, you want me to see which teams that he said? The 7 teams, I can't remember for sure, but let me see. What's up, Near 7? How you doing, man? So let's go real quick. So here are the 7 teams real quick. Ravens, Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks. So we definitely have the cap space to do it, but it's going to be tough with a lot of our defensive players coming up for contract in the next couple years. So okay, so now we're going to go on to some trade scenarios. So first of all, Jamal Adams is an absolute beast. You guys all know that. In his rookie year, played in 16 games, no interceptions, 6 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble. But yeah, I mean they are both strong safeties. But I mean Jamal Adams is a different animal, and I think Landon Collins, he is a strong safety, but he's kind of a hybrid player. So he can play. I mean, we'll see. 2018, 16 games, 1 interception for 38 yards, 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 3.5 sacks. And last year, 6.5 sacks, recovered fumble, and sorry about that, 2 forced fumbles. So absolute beast, 1 interception. So he's an absolute beast. He's a game wrecker. He can rush the passer pretty well. He forces a bunch of fumbles. He's a really good tackler, and he can get some interceptions too. If you look at his advanced stats, they are pretty good too, under a 60% completion percentage, which is pretty good. So I think he's an absolute beast, but I just think the price to pay for him would just be way, way, way too much. I think it would probably be at minimum a first, and whatever happens, I do not want to give up our 2021 draft pick just because I do think we're going to be decent next year, but there's definitely a decent chance, not necessarily a decent chance, but there's a chance we're a top 7 pick, a top 10 pick. So you don't want to trade that pick away. So I really doubt anything happens with Jamal Adams. I just really hope he doesn't go to the Cowboys, because if he goes to the Cowboys, that makes their defense a whole lot scarier. Yeah, I just really hope he stays with the Jets or sticks in the AFC, because yeah, but he is an absolute beast. I think give me your top 5 safeties or top 3 safeties in the comments below. I don't necessarily have a top 3. Actually, I'll give you my 3. not necessarily in order. I think Jamal Adams, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Earl Thomas are my three right there. What do you guys think about that? But yeah, he would be an absolute beast. He can play strong safety or safety or free safety, but normally most of the time, 90% of the time, he plays strong safety. But look, rookie year he played free safety and strong safety. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, but I would be really, really mad if he went to the Cowboys because I don't think it would get them over the hump, but it would help them out a lot because they don't have really a great safety, and he's a top three safety in the league. And then another con about getting Jamal Adams is you're gonna have to pay him big time. I think I saw something earlier today. It was like 17 million a year, which would be crazy. New Year 7 says as long as he doesn't go, yeah, as long as he doesn't go to the Cowboys, I'm happy. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. How about you? Anthony Harris, 2 and a 3 for Jamal. I mean, I don't know if they would do that, the Jets, because Anthony Harris wants to get paid too, so it's kind of the same problem. So I really doubt they would do that. But yeah, so Jamal Adams, I like there's almost no chance this happens for us. Probably under a 10% chance that anything comes around. I doubt we even try to get into it, and if we did, it would be probably the price would be a first. The starting price would be a first, and then probably that would be the starting bid, and then after that, depends on what other teams bid. Maybe a third, maybe a fourth, something like that. Do I think Chase Roullier and Morgan Moses for Tyler Eifert fourth? Nah, I don't really want Tyler Eifert, and I mean Chase Roullier and Morgan Moses, they aren't really good. I think Chase Roullier is pretty good, but Morgan Moses did not play good last year. But I don't think it's worth. I don't think Tyler Eifert is that good of a player to give him that much. If Adams go to yeah, that if he went to that's interesting because if he went to Dallas and they paid him immediately, because there's two different things. If he goes to Dallas and they don't pay him, then Dak's gonna be fine. But if he goes to Dallas and they give him like $16 million a year and they still haven't paid Dak because Dak's contract is coming up, I think this deadline to give him not an extension, but to give him his deal uh, is June or July 15th. So they have like a month. So if they pay Jamal Adams and they don't pay him, he might hold out and not play until he gets paid. I doubt that happens. And I still don't think the Cowboys will get him because, I mean, you never know though. That Jerry Jones is gonna want their window, they still have a decent window, but they're not going to be much better than they are right now with a young Dak Prescott. He's still under contract for less than $35 million. And then you got Amari Cooper under contract. You got Leighton Vander Esch under contract. So you got your whole team pretty much under contract. And you're not going to be able to get these. And CD Lamb's on his rookie deal. So you got everyone under contract and you got like a 3-year window. So getting Jamal Adams might bring you over that hump if you're trying to go into win now mode. But I think the Cowboys would have to give up probably at least a first and a second round pick because their first, we all know, it's going to be at the earliest, it's going to be like 15. So yeah, I honestly don't think a deal is going to happen. I mean, it could. Who knows? Nothing's been said recently. But I think it's gonna come down to the wire, in my opinion. Lloyd the Hooper said, should the Redskins try to trade for OJ Howard? So, um, OJ Howard. I mean, it almost happened with the Trent Williams trade, but I don't think they want to do it right now. It might be something to monitor after this season if he doesn't get the touches he wants. And I would be willing, we have an extra third from the 49ers. I would be willing to give up that third because we all know it's going to be late. Maybe we trade that third for OJ Howard and like a 6th round pick, something like that. I would do that. Yeah, that's my opinion. We need a tight end, but I think we can go for someone in the draft. We'll see how Logan Thomas does. We'll see how Thaddeus Moss does. Hale Hentges, all these guys, if they make the roster, it's going to be interesting to see how they do, and we'll see. I think I'm looking next year for the first round, either a cornerback or a tackle. That's what I'm looking for. I think this tackle class is pretty good with a tackle out of Oregon, Penny Sewell or something like that, and then cornerback is pretty good too with Sean Wade and uh, Patrick Sturton. So they've got this draft is going to be good. I am excited to see what we do. I don't think we're going to have a really high pick, but you never know. It would take a second and a player for OJ. I don't think so, man. I do not think. I mean, he hasn't produced at a high level, so I doubt we would have to give up much for him. We almost traded Trent for him straight up, and Trent was worth a third and a fifth, so maybe a third. I don't know. I don't think it would take a second, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, do you guys want to go? I mean, we could go through some potential trade scenarios, and then after that, do you guys want to do roster prediction, schedule? Not schedule. Sorry, record prediction, or we can do free agents, 2021 free agents, or this year's free agents. So let's look at something like this. Let's say we give up. Oh yeah, something else. Let's say something else we could do is throw in Ryan Anderson and a first and maybe like a fourth for Jamal Adams. That could be something, but I doubt it. Yeah, Trent was worth at least. I mean, no, Trent. If nothing happened, if we traded him in 2018 or not 2018, 2019 before all that stuff came out, when we'd have just traded him, we probably could have gotten a first round pick, if not a second and a third at the trade deadline. The Browns offered us a second and a third round pick for Trent, and Bruce Allen denied it. So, what's up, Thomas? How you doing, man? HGTR. But yeah, we could have done it, but of course, Bruce Allen failed us again and really, really screwed us over. Imagine if we would have gotten a second round and a third round pick from the Browns, who did not have a good year. So, it would have been a really good pick, and it really just gets on my nerves that Bruce Allen did that, because we ended up getting a third and a fifth, which is nowhere near what we would have gotten if we would have played it right. So he wants to get paid more than CJ Mosley, who I don't think that contract right there is right. I think it's like 15, 16 million. But look at Jamal Adams right there. We would trade Jamal Adams for Ryan Anderson, and they would probably get a first round pick. That's my prediction, a first and a third, and Ryan Anderson for Jamal Adams. I think that would get it done. But again, I doubt the Redskins want to give up their first round pick. So yeah. Oh, also, I wanted to see. Did you guys see the throw Haskins made today with Mohamed Sanu? I wanted to show you guys that. It was an absolute bomb. And then we'll get into whatever you guys want to do. Roster prediction or anything like that. Just let me know. So, where is it? Here it is. Okay, he threw an absolute bomb. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, he threw an absolute bomb to Mohamed Sanu. Let's look at it. Look at this. Look at that. That's like a... I don't know how far that is, but that is very, very far. That's absolute... He's putting in that work. I'm so happy for him. Let's look at Steven Sims. Let's see. I saw something about Steven Sims too. But yeah, Dwayne's looking really good. Lost like 20 pounds. He's an absolute... I just hope he proves everyone wrong this year. Okay, so now let's look at this Steven Sims thing. Steven Sims put in that work. Quick feet right there. Let's look at that again. But I'm excited about our young nucleus. You got Kelvin Harmon, Steven Sims, Terry McLaurin, and AGG, who are all first to second year players. So they are very, very young players who are going to be growing up together and learning together. So I really, really think that uh, we have a chance to build something special, and I'm excited about our young receivers. And I mean, our defense, we all know our defense should be relatively good this year, but it's just all about Haskins, how he does. So, real quick, guys, do you guys want to do record prediction, roster prediction, or free agents? Just let me know real quick. Nope, I did not speed that up. But yeah, that was crazy fast. I mean, David, he definitely doesn't necessarily want to come to the Redskins, but at the end of the day, it's not necessarily his choice just because, I mean, the Jets, if they get a better offer from us than they were from another team, then he would go there, in my opinion, and especially if we gave him the contract. So, okay, Lloyd said record prediction. Just let me know real quick, guys. Everyone comment down below, and then we'll go ahead and do that. Exactly, Scotty. Preach. Okay, so we got one person said record prediction. Tyler said free agency. A couple more people say what they want to do, and then we'll go ahead and do whatever. But yeah, I think we got to stick to the draft. Maybe sign a couple big name players in free agency, but really you build a team through the draft, and that's what we've done. We got our young nucleus this year. Um, yeah, that's right, Brian. They have messed up a lot. I mean, they haven't made the playoffs in 10 years. Okay, you guys want to do record? We'll do record prediction real quick. I've done it a few times, and then we'll go into free agency or the roster projections. Also, guys, give me some video ideas you guys have for me. I might do a in-depth Jamal Adams video tomorrow, some trade scenarios, but yeah. Okay, so record prediction. My record prediction for the Redskins, it's like off the bat without going week by week. I will do that, but week my record prediction 6 to 7 wins. I think most likely it's going to be that win range, maybe 7. But if Haskins plays well, if he plays like he did in those last 3 games of the season or better, I could see 7, 8, 9 wins. You never know. So that's why I just think that it really depends on Haskins this year. I feel like our defense is going to end up playing really good, but it's all up to Haskins if we want to get close to the playoffs. And 9-7 would get us in the playoffs this year, I think, just because of the way the extra playoff spot goes. So, week 1 against the Eagles, I do have us winning this game. I have us winning one against the Eagles. No doubt, not no doubt, but I really think we're going to win one against the Eagles this year. If we don't win week 1, I think it'll be week 17 because they, if they have their roster or not, if they have their playoff spot locked up and they can't get that first round bye and there's nothing to play for, they would rest their starters and we might be able to win. So, I mean, that's my prediction. How the Redskins offense would look running a three. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yo, David Morales, thank you, man. I appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Helps out a ton. Thank you, man. But yeah, I think we're gonna win one game against the Eagles, and we'll see. Week 2 against the Cardinals, I have us losing that game. Again, thank you, David, for the $2 donation. But I have us losing that game. I think we could win that game. Our defense is better than theirs. But again, it comes down to how Haskins develops this year. If he does good, I think he can keep up with Kyler Murray. But we'll have to see how that plays out. So next week, week 3, I think we can end up beating the Browns. I think we're going to split week 2 and 3. I think we're gonna win one of those 2 games. It could be either one, honestly. It could be either one. So I have us going. We'll be 2-1 going into week 4 against the Ravens, and then obviously we're gonna lose against the Ravens. That's 2-2. Yeah, Gunnar. I think we honestly, if we even go 2-4, I would be happy with that. Last year we went 0-6. Video ideas, deep dive into Scott Turner offense, camp battles, and uh, who wins uh, who wins out, and last one ranking the position. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a position ranking, and then also the Scott Turner video. I think I can do that too. I was thinking about doing that. Thank you for the ideas. But so that's 2-2. I think week 5 is also a tough one. I think we can beat the Rams, but I think people are underestimating them a bit. They did get worse from last year, but I think they're going to have a better overall team. I think Jared Goff is going to have a better year than he did last year. So I think they're not going to make the playoffs, but it's going to be a tough win. But I'm just going to go ahead and give us that win. So that puts us at 3-2. I think we're going to lose to the Giants in New York. So that's 3-3. So which is not bad at all. So I'm gonna have us losing to the Cowboys. So that puts us at 3-4. And then I don't know what week this is, but I think it's week 8 going in Washington. I'm gonna have us win that. So that's 4-4. Puts us at 4-4. I mean, the only reason I have us beating Cleveland Gunner is just because they have a new coach who's never been a head coach in the NFL. So I think it's going to take some time to adjust, and they're always an off and on team. But I agree. So that's what 4-4. I do have us losing. A nice Gunner. But I do have us losing against the Lions. I think I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be against the Giants, but highly doubt we're going to have a 4-game winning streak or 3-game winning streak. So I'm gonna have us. So I was 4-4, 4-5. I'm gonna have us winning this game against the Giants. So that puts us at. Wait, shoot. What did I? I'm sorry. I have to go back and do it real quick. So week 1 wins. That's 1-1. 2-2. 3-2. 3-3. 3-4. 4-4. 4-5. I have us winning against the Bengals. So that's 5-6. I have us losing against the Cowboys. 5-7. Losing against the Steelers, probably 5-8 right there. Or I don't know, probably 5. I'm sorry if I probably lost track. Let's say 5-8 against the 49ers. Man, I'm seriously, I keep losing track of what I'm at. I'm sorry, I keep on having to do this. I need to have like a count a counter on there next time. So 2-2 after week 4, 3-2, 3-3. 3-4, 4-4, 4-5, 5-5. So 5-5, and I have us losing Cowboys, Steelers, and 49ers. I do have us beating the Seahawks. I honestly, not necessarily the Seahawks, but I don't think we're gonna go on a 1, 2, 3, 4 game losing streak. I think we'll win one of these games. It could be the Cowboys, Steelers, 49ers, or Seahawks, but I do have us beating the Seahawks. So I think that puts us at 6-7. So then or 6-8. So then I do have us beating the Panthers. So that puts us at 7-8, and then losing against the Eagles 7-9. So I think it's going to be 6-7 wins. I was kind of generous there, but when I'm just doing it on paper without really going into a deep dive, I'd like to give us the edge on a couple games that I'm kind of debating. But some games that I predicted that could really go either way, in my opinion, is Cardinals game, Browns game, both the Giants games, the Rams game as well, and then yeah, I just I know it's kind of bold to say we're beating the Seahawks, but I think we're gonna surprise one of these teams right here. We're gonna beat one of these 4 teams. I doubt it. I doubt it's gonna be the 49ers, but we could beat the Steelers, Seahawks, or Cowboys, especially if they're on a kind of an off week. The last year the Seahawks lost to the Cardinals and a couple really bad teams. Not necessarily bad teams, but a couple teams that are way worse than they were at the end of the season. So I think that could be the same case. Hey, I don't see 2 wins. I mean, we got a lot better. I mean, not a lot better, but we got a decent amount better just off of player wise, and we replaced 2 pretty bad coaches and we got Ron Rivera, who's a 2-time coach of the year, and we also got Jack Del Rio, who's a really, really good defensive coordinator. So yeah, I mean, I think I just don't see us going anything less than 4 wins this year. Like I said, my prediction 6 or 7 wins. I think we're gonna win one game against the Giants this year. Honestly, I'll be happy if we win 2 division games this year because, like I said, we lost every single one last year. So if we can beat the Giants once and then one of the Cowboys or Eagles, that would really be super, super nice. Even if it's the Eagles week 17, that would still be pretty good. Okay, so we did the record prediction. So now going on to a little bit of free agency, we'll do that. But yeah, in my opinion, though, it all comes down to Haskins this year because I feel like our defense is going to be at least, like, this is at the very worst with a bunch of injuries, I think, ranked 20th, which is still not good. But my prediction is probably around that 10 range. I think we're going to be a top 10 defense, but at worst, it's going to be a 20th ranked defense. So even if your offense is ranked like 30th, that's still like the 25th ranked team. So at worst, we're like 4 or 5 wins in my opinion. But like I said, it all comes down to Haskins because if he plays at an average level, if he's like that 15th ranked quarterback in the NFL, 20th ranked quarterback in the NFL, I think we can win 7 games. If he plays top 15, top 12-ish quarterback range, I think we can win 8, 9 games. So it, like I said, all comes down to Haskins. We'll see how he develops this year. He's been putting in so much work. It is a new offensive system though, which is gonna hurt him a little bit, or it could help him. We'll see if he puts in that time, which he has been studying the playbook. Then I think it's gonna be a better offense than we had last year. So yeah. Also, real quick, I asked a few of you guys already, and you guys already answered me. But do you guys like the new logo? Just let me know real quick. But yeah, so we'll go into free agency right now, but I'll do an official video deep dive into it later this summer. On the record prediction, I'm going to do a full roster prediction video uh, and maybe even a mock draft. Yeah, once Chase Young is eligible for an extension, we got to give him an extension. Okay, so now on to some free agents we could go after. And again, thank you, David, for the $2 donation. I appreciate it a lot, man. Yeah, if Haskins doesn't play well this year, we've got a lot of options. Uh, yeah, we got a lot of options at quarterback in the draft. If you think about it, you got you got Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance. So you got 3 elite quarterbacks. So I would not be. I mean, obviously we want Haskins to succeed because if he doesn't, getting someone a rookie quarterback is going to push you back a couple years. But I don't know what this free agency list is. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look it up again. 2020 NFL free agents. Yo, thank you for the $3 donation, man. I appreciate you, Andre. Thank you for always coming in here, always supporting. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank thank you all of you guys for coming in here and supporting. Means a ton. Thanks, Nira. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had someone make it for me. Uh, but yeah, I think it would look cool. Give me any suggestions you guys have. I might put my name on it, or I do like maybe I might have him add Chase Young, or not Chase Young, Dwayne Haskins and Terry McLaurin. But I think it looks really dope right now. A lot better than my old logo. I was just waiting for Chase Young to get drafted to switch the number up, and then or once he announced his number, and then it took a while, but I got someone to do it. So okay, so now some free agents. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But now some free agent. Man, there are so many ads on this. But now on to some free agents we could go after. So I still do think there's a few guys we're gonna sign this year. The question is it going to be another Jeremy Vujinovic, Mike Ledke, or is it going to be, sorry about that, it always does this on this site, or is it going to be someone like Darquise Nard or someone like a higher profile? We'll see. I think if the left tackle situation is looking really, really bad during training camp, like Sadiq Charles is not ready, Cornelius Lucas and John Christian aren't playing good, then they might go ahead and sign Kelvin Beachum, Jason Peters, or someone like Donald Penn. We will see how it ends up shaking out. Yo, David, thank you so much again for the $5 donation. I appreciate it so much. Would love to get Jamal, like I said earlier, but he doesn't want to come. Gotta hope he stays out of the division. Yeah, man. If he's not gonna come, like you said, very small chance. But as long as he's out of the division, we're good with that. Again, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let me add you as a mod, but I appreciate it. I want Darkwing Denard. Yeah, Darkwing Denard would be really good. But yeah, we do gotta save a little bit of money for free agency, but the market is so dry that all these players right here, with the exception of Clowney and a couple others, maybe Logan Ryan, all these guys are gonna get paid like $5 million or less. Like Warford, maybe a little more, but all these guys are gonna be super, super cheap. So, yo, what's up, Rico? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, all these guys are gonna be super cheap. So I think, yeah, the money carries over next year, but someone like Kelvin Beachum or Darquise Denard, who would address a position of need, I think would not be bad. Also, Josh Gordon, I know he has a lot of off the field issues, but with the new CBA, he won't get in as much trouble he would normally get. So I think it would be worth exploring. Let me know what you guys think about Josh Gordon. Man, this is tight every time. But yeah, I might make a deeper dive into the Jamal Adams trade tomorrow if I can't find another video to do. But yeah, we'll see though. I'm excited about this season because it's just we just have so many young players, and we don't have many proven players, but they could become proven players after this year. I mean, our best players, Terry McLaurin and Landon Collins, Brandon Sheriff, but besides that, we don't have, and our defensive line, besides that, we don't have many really proven players, but I think this year could really change that. You could have guys like Steven Sims being not necessarily elite wide receiver, but he could be in that like fringe Pro Bowl kind of place. But yeah, no problem, David. Yeah, like the stream if you can. But we have a lot of young players, and I'm excited to see how we use Antonio Gibson. If Bryce Love is healthy, how we use him. Honestly, how we use everybody, because Scott Turner, it's a whole new offensive system, so everyone's going to be adjusting. Okay, this site keeps on doing this. If it keeps doing that, then I might have to switch. But some other free agents I would not be mad with going after. Obviously, Jason Peters would be good. Tony Jefferson also would not be bad. Tony Jefferson, he is a little old, but he's a decent safety. Alex Fox, are you a Cowboys fan or what? And yes, Alex, I do think Haskins is the answer, at least for now. And hey, if he's not the answer, if he plays terrible, then you know what? Next year we're gonna have a high pick, because if he plays bad, that means our team's probably most likely gonna be bad, and we're gonna have a top 7 pick, and we're gonna be able to draft someone like Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, who are all gonna be, or all elite quarterback prospects. So yeah. But Alex, what team are you a fan of? Please don't say Giants. Please don't say Giants. Really the only fans that can talk in the NFC East are okay, I was going to say Eagles, dang it. Okay. But we'll see though. I think we're going to beat you guys one time this year. Whether it be week 1 or it be week 17, if you guys clinch a playoff spot and it's a meaningless game, I think we can win that. But you never know. You never know. And I know you have hate for Haskins, but I think he's going to be solid. And it's not just the weight loss. He's changed his maturity has gotten a lot better. Everyone's saying that, the coaches, all the beat reporters are saying they've seen a huge improvement in him. So if he doesn't work out, like I said, there's a bunch of good quarterbacks, but I really do think that he's going to have a good season. Okay, so now let's go on. We went a little off topic, but let's go on to a little more some other free agents we could go after. So, uh, my top three. I'll give you my top three, and then I want you guys to give me your top three. So, and I'm gonna go realistically. And also, someone talked about Logan Ryan. He still hasn't signed, so, and I think he still wants a lot of money. So, my top three would be, um, my top three would be Darquise Dennard. And then I do think Larry Warford would be good, so that would be number two. I think he could start at either guard position, but actually I'm not going to put him in because I have I have faith in Wes Martin, so that's just one right there. I think Kelvin Beachum could be good. I honestly really like Josh Gordon, but if that's, I don't know. And then Ross Cockrell is another really good corner that I would go after. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a pretty decent He's a pretty decent corner. Nothing too special, but he would provide cornerback depth, which is needed for us. So yeah. Alex Fox, what's your record prediction for your Eagles? And the thing you said about Haskins, he doesn't have talent. He's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. Remember, talent doesn't translate to what you do on the field because you have to be coached well and everything like that. But he has immense talent. He just didn't play well last year, the first uh, few games he played in and his first couple starts. But his talent is definitely there. He just has to be able to keep putting in the work, and he has to have the weapons around him, which is starting to happen. So his talent is really high. You don't throw 54 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in your first year starting at college without being talented. So, yeah. Our special teams should flip the field big time this year. I mean, our special teams was good last year, and I think with the addition of, like you said, Antonio Gibson, Isaiah Wright, I think our defense, or not defense, special teams is going to be pretty good this year. But yeah, hey, I mean, we can hope, Alex. We're just here to be optimistic for our team, talking about, our 3 Super Bowl rings. You know what I'm saying there? Okay, so now let's go on to, yeah, like I said, Haskins has a super high ceiling. His floor is just low, so we'll see how he does this year. And I think he's going to play well, but hey, if he doesn't play well, if he doesn't play well, then if he doesn't play well, we got 3 quarterbacks that are elite prospects that we can draft in the top 10, top 15. So that's just me right there. I think Haskins is going to ball out. Our defense, honestly, I think our defense is going to be better than I think our defense is going to be the best in the NFC East after this season. That's just my opinion. I think the Cowboys defense isn't anything special. The Eagles secondary is not good at all. Their linebacking core is not good. Their defensive line is good with Javon Hargraves, Fletcher Cox, Malik Jackson, if he's still there. But their linebackers aren't great. And Darius Slay is pretty good. But you guys saw how Terry McLaurin burnt him against the Lions last year. So I don't think that their defense is anything special. And we all know that Giants defense is not good at all. The Cowboys defense, they did lose Robert Quinn and Byron Jones. But their defense right now, I don't know if they're better than us right now, but I think after the season we'll be better. So I think we're going to be the best defense in the NFC East. And if we can be that second or third ranked offense, then we'll be able to make the playoffs in 2021. Eric Reed, Logan Ryan, Darkbeast, and Nard. Yeah, I think we need secondary help. I like that. Everyone, give me your 3 players you want to sign. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I just really hope our defense lives up to the hype, because if they don't, we're really gonna have to start to maybe tear it up, because last year we had high hopes and this defense has been together for a couple years. So we'll see, but I just hope we live up to expectations this year. At least finish with the top 15 defense. That's all I'm asking for. Or not top 16. Just above average defense is what I'm asking for. But yeah. So now we're gonna go on to a couple 2021 free agents, and then wait. Do you guys want to do 2021 free agents, or do you guys want to do a roster predictions or mock draft? Mock draft might be a little too early, but just let me know real quick. Oh, David, I think Ron Rivera should add a cornerback, veteran cornerback for depth. Maybe like someone like Denard, like I said, Ross Cockrell. A couple of those guys would be nice. DRC, even, they might go after him. I wouldn't like him, but someone like that, I think they're going to try to sign. We'll see if everything goes well in training camp. If Jimmy Moreland looks a lot better, all of these guys look really good, then they might not sign anyone else. But if it's like, if Darby isn't playing that good or anyone else, then they're probably gonna sign someone if Jimmy Moreland isn't looking good, or if Darby or Moreau aren't looking good. They might look for an outside cornerback. But yeah. Okay, roster prediction, let's go. Okay. So we're gonna go through some rosters. Okay, let's go. So give me your couple of surprise picks. So I can't remember. I'm gonna try to cut it to 53 this time. Or 55. I usually cut it to like 68, 69 which is how many practice squad players, but today I'm going to cut everything down. So no practice squad players, nothing like that. Okay, so we'll go a couple players that I know are making the roster. They might make the practice squad, but yeah, hey, I would be, if I was an Eagles fan, or honestly any NFC East fan, I would be concerned about our defensive line. Seriously. I mean, especially someone like Carson Wentz, who is very, very injury prone, or someone like Daniel Jones, who fumbles the ball a lot. It's going to be tough for them. Okay, Marcus Baugh. But yeah, as I go with this, guys, let me know any guys you think will get cut, or some other things you guys have to say. Yeah, Quinn's gonna go. I don't know about Apke. We'll see. It's really gonna have to do with his training camp, how he does in training camp. Um, Paris is probably gonna get cut. Okay, so there we go. I think Steven Sims obviously gonna make it. Let's go through some higher profile guys I think are gonna get cut. Actually, we'll go to the bottom just because um, we're not doing practice squad. Yeah, I think James Smith Williams, or I think one of the two, James Smith Williams or Jordan Brailford's going to make the team. I'm kind of leaning towards Jordan Brailford. That's my opinion. So let's go ahead and cut James Smith Williams, but just remember he's going to be playing. He's going to be on the practice squad. Okay, so Ryan B, I doubt it. He's good. I think he's going to make the practice squad, but our defensive line is just too good. Jonathan Johnson, again, I think he's going to make the practice squad, but again, with his, we already got some decent receivers. I don't think he's going to compete I think he's going to compete a little bit, but I think he's not going to be able to make the 55-man roster. And yeah, your boy Thomas, I agree. Steven Sims is going to be an absolute beast this year. Maurice Smith not going to make it. Cameron Malvec. Okay, so that should put us at, I don't know how many players. We got a ways to go. We got to cut 20 more players, which is a lot. And yeah, just keep on naming names or just keep asking me questions. Oh yeah, David Bott is going to make the practice squad. Where was it? Caleb Wilson, he's going to get cut. Oh, Bostic is definitely on the bubble. I think if Foster is back healthy, then Bostic's probably not going to make the roster. So, Caleb Brantley, I feel like he's going to make the roster. Mike Lidke, I don't have him making the roster. Man, this is tough. It's a lot of players I have to cut. Jared Norris, I doubt he makes the team. Josh Ferguson and Jamie Vujinovic. Way too many playmakers to be anything less than 9. Hey, you got to hope, man. But also, guys, in the comments, like I said, talk about the players you think are going to make the team. Give me video suggestions or any questions you guys have. Also, Josh Harvey Clemens, I do not think he's going to make the team unless he impresses us like crazy in training camp. He just hasn't done really well. I think he had like 5 total tackles. Yep, Josh Ferguson, I cut him. Yeah. So, oh yeah, Aaron Colvin's going to get cut. Let me cut him right there. I definitely agree with him. He is a veteran cornerback, which is what we need, but he just played absolutely terrible last year. I'm going to go ahead and cut Cody Latimer. We just don't know what his situation's looking like, so I'm going to go ahead and cut him. Same thing with Richard Rodgers. After this, I might do a quick early mock, but let's go down a bit. And again, thank you to David, Andre, and all of you guys that have donated today. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you to the people who are channel members. Might be Practice Squad, VUOT. Who's that? Are you talking about Paris? So yeah, I think Kidsy's gonna get cut. He has a chance to make the Practice Squad, and who knows? He played pretty good last year. Oh, Vujinovic. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. I assume that's who you're talking about. But yeah, Jimmy Moreland's gonna make it. Ross Pierce-Baker's on the bubble for me, but I think he's gonna make it. Danny Johnson, I think he's gonna be the practice squad. Bryce Love, he could be starting the season on the PUP list. That's just my thing. I think him or Foster. I feel like one of the two is going to start on the PUP list or on IR. I hope not, but I just have a feeling. We'll see, though. So, Peyton Barba, I also have him being cut. So, we're getting down to the wire on the players. We probably got like 10 or more players to cut. We got 8 players. Okay. So, let me see. I think we got to cut a tight end. We got to cut Sprinkle or someone like that. But for now, so far, up to 15, I really don't think anyone there is going to get cut. Darby's a candidate to get cut if he doesn't play well in camp, but I think he's going to make it. Bostic, Tressway, Logan Thomas, Wes Schweitzer. All these guys are going to make it. Sprinkles will come back to him. Lucas, J.D. McKissick also could get cut, but I think he's going to make it. Terry McLaurin, Troy Apke, Nate Orchard also could get cut. This is getting tough because now we got to cut these last couple players. So Trey Quinn, we'll go ahead and cut him. There's a couple other players. Cam Sims, Jamie Reeves. So Emmanuel Hall, I think he's good. I really think he's going to make the practice squad, but it's going to be tough for him to make the active roster. Okay, so right there we got 61. So we got to cut six more players. So this is going to be tough. I want your guys' suggestions right here. Hey Brian, that would be a good trade, but I doubt the Redskins do it. It would be a first round pick. Oh yeah, Steven Montez. Where is he? He's gonna get cut. Practice squad player. I don't know why I didn't cut him earlier. We'll see though. They might have to keep extra quarterbacks because of this pandemic. Because what I heard is either practice squad quarterback or another quarterback, they might isolate that player. He doesn't train with the team at all. And then in case one of the players get the virus and the two quarterbacks, so they at least have one signal caller. Love and Gibson could make this offense ridiculous. Exactly, dude. I am just so excited to see Gibson, man. I think it's going to be a little bit of slow start for him just because he's kind of raw and they don't have any training camp, or not, they don't have any really rookie mini camp or OTAs, but I'm excited to see. So right here, we're down to 60 players. So the players remaining that I have on the bubble are, so you got Jordan Brailford, I already said, but I'm going to have him make the team because I cut James Smith-Williams. So Cam Sims is one. Jeremy Reeves is one. Hale Henches is one. So that's three right there. Pierce Baker is another. So that's four. And then it's tough. It is really tough. I'm going to go ahead and cut Sprinkle. What do you guys think? Who do you want to keep? Sprinkle or Hale Henches? Give me that in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and cut Jeremy Reeves, though. But yeah, Sprinkle or Hale Henches. Just let me know real quick. Yeah, I want AP to retire a Redskin, but I doubt it happens. I think he's going to be gone after this year just because I think he still wants to play after this year. And our team, if assuming Geist stays healthy, I hope that happens. And what's his name? Bryce Love plays good and Antonio Gibson's good, then I think that he's gonna have to go. Wait, did I not cut Emmanuel Hall? Let me just make sure. I might have cut him. Sprinkle. Okay, so you guys all want. Okay, I mean, I think Sprinkle's an elite blocker, but we do have Thaddeus Moss now, who was a pretty good blocker too. So we'll go ahead and cut Sprinkle because Andre, the only reason I wouldn't cut both is because you have to have three tight end, or not have to, but especially when you don't have one elite tight end, you got to keep three tight ends. Last year, I think we kept three tight ends with Sprinkle, Reed, and Vernon Davis. So you're gonna have to keep three, especially when you don't have an elite tight end. So we are down to 58. So we got to go three more. I don't think Keith Ismail is going to start, but I really think if Roulier gets hurt, Wes Martin gets hurt, Sheriff gets hurt, any of these guys gets hurt, I think he's going to be able to come in, and I think they're going to groom him to become a starter in case Chase Roulier gets a big deal this offseason, or if Wes Martin doesn't pan out. But I agree. I think Keith Ismail could be good. Okay, so we're at 58. We got to cut three players. So I think Isaiah Wright's going to make the team. I don't think he's super safe, but I do think he's going to make the team. So, how many wide receivers do I have? So it's going to be, so the players remaining this is going to be tough for the Redskins to do because it's probably going to come down to injuries, honestly. Okay, real quick. Now that I said that, do you think that I should count someone like Reuben Foster or Bryce Love, or do you want me assuming that they're healthy? Just let me know. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. There's a lot. I think it's gonna come down to someone getting injured to see who makes a team. Yeah, Steven Montez is gonna make the practice squad. Okay, so I think it's gonna come down to, man, it's tough. It is absolutely tough, man. It could be someone like Nate Orchard. It could be, man, yeah, this is tough. 55 is tough to do because, man, Because we got to cut 3 more players, and I don't see a player that I really want to cut, but okay, assume they're both healthy. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think by training camp it's going to be a lot easier to do this just because we're going to know how players are doing and we're going to know if there's any injuries, how these players are progressing. So, how many wide receivers do I have? I just don't. Cam Sims might have to get cut here. There's really no player that I really want to get cut. Okay, I'm going to go down one by one who to cut. Obviously, our top 5, no one's getting cut. Top 10, really. Okay, so you know what? I said I'm assuming Reuben Foster and Bryce Love are healthy. So if they're healthy, then I think that John Bostic gets cut. But remember, that's a big if. So where's Bostic? No. Did I already cut him or no? There he is. So remember, I said that earlier. If Bostic's healthy, or no, if Reuben Foster's healthy, I don't think Bostic makes the team. So we got to cut 2 more players. This is going to be tough, but another player that could get cut is Cameron Curl. But yeah, Cam Sims is probably my next guy getting cut. I do still think we're going to sign a veteran receiver, though. But Jordan Brailford, that could be another one, man. It's going to be... I don't know. I'm not too high on Caleb Wilson. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, we're going to have to come down and we're going to have to cut a couple of these guys. The top 15 is pretty safe, in my opinion. 20 up to 20 is pretty safe. Any other guys? Okay, we got 35 people in here. If you guys are new, subscribe. I post Redskins and NFL content almost every day. And yeah, but continuing on to this. And yeah, if you're new, just comment down in the chat. So, this is very tough. I don't know. I think we're going to have to go ahead and cut Cam Sims. It's tough to do, but I think we're going to have to do it. But I don't think we're keeping 5. I think we're going to keep 6 receivers. Let me make sure I have 5, though. No, I do have 5 because I have Terry, Steven Sims. I have Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims, Kelvin Harmon, AGG, and Isaiah Wright. Yeah, okay, real quick, guys. Do you want to... what do you guys think? We can cut... I think it's got to be one of the 3. Caleb Brantley, Jordan Brailford, or Nate Orchard. Who do we cut? Because what are we at? 56. We got to cut one more player, and then we're good. And then you also got to think, because it always happens, a lot of decent players get cut, and you sign them. So, like, someone like, okay, man, thank you. Thanks, Scotty, for coming in. Thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Good night, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's gonna be tough to see. So it's gonna be either Nate Orchard, Caleb Brantley. Man, it's tough. It's tough to do. Okay, so Brantley. Okay, we got a couple people saying Brantley, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, Greg Stroman could get cut. I think he's gonna make it though. I think he's young. He has good potential. Okay, so there we have it. The 55-man roster right there. I think we did a pretty good job overall. I think we're going to have 6 receivers. Who knows? It could be 5. Robert, I did cut Bostic. But, yeah, it's going to be tough. This cap was off. Like, it was inaccurate off the rip. So, we have, like, a lot more money. So, we still have money to spend on free agency this year because we're going to have to cut a lot of players. But what I was saying earlier that I forgot, but now I remembered, is that there's going to be a lot of players that get cut that we might go after. So someone like last year, Wendell Smallwood got cut and we wanted to sign him. So we're going to even have to lower it to like 53. Oh, Mountain, we have more than 40 because I think we have something like 30 already and we freed up a crazy amount. So we're probably going to have $50 million in cap space after this. Yeah, after we cut everybody. Let me look it up. I want to see if they have it here. Okay, so, okay, no, this is March 23rd. Okay, this is post-draft, and we had $36 million. So, I think we signed someone like Mike Lidke, so that puts us down to like 35, or like 36, really. His contract's not much. Probably adding all the players we sign with free agency, it's probably going to be, or not free agency, the draft, it's probably going to be down to 28. So we're going to have a lot of money. Oh, yeah, the cap's going to go down for next year. Not most likely. Yeah, not most definitely, but it's probably going to go down. We'll see. I think what might happen is we might be able to get like 25-50% capacity in stadiums the first few weeks. And then if the second wave comes, we probably won't be able to get fans in the stands. Maybe not for the rest of the season or until the postseason starts. But it's going to be tough to see. But yeah, if you guys don't know, the what's it called? Tickets and stuff is a big part of the revenue. So if they don't play with fans this year, then that's going to lower the cap space total for next year. So it's going to be really good. It's really good that we have so much cap space for next year. Yeah, the Browns, I don't know how they're doing. I mean, if you think about it, though, they've got Baker on a rookie deal, which really helps. What else? They don't really have a stud on defense that's paid a lot. Their whole defense is pretty young. And on offense, yeah, they got Austin Hooper, Jack Conklin, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham, who are all paid a lot. But besides that, they're pretty they're pretty cheap. Yeah, yeah, it's we'll see how the NFL handles it because it could be like will they let certain cities do it and certain cities not? Because like Virginia, we've been doing Virginia, DC, Maryland area. They've been doing a lot better with the virus lately, but states like Texas and others they haven't. So it'd be interesting to see if they were able to do it. And yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But I really do think we're gonna have a season this year. I think people saying we're not. I think we're definitely gonna have this. Not definitely because you never know with this, but I think we're gonna have a season this year. Okay, Jamal Adams said it's time to move on. Let it go. So yeah, I think he's on his way out unless the Jets give him a huge contract. But now I want you guys real quick. I'll be on here for like 5 to 15 more minutes. Do you guys want to do 2021 free agency or 2021 mock draft? Which is way too early, both of them, but it's fun to look into the future. Yeah, Florida, I saw because I was watching Get Up this morning, and I think it was like something like um, in Orlando, since June 1st, the daily cases rose to like 330%. So, yeah, it's going to vary state by state if we can have fans in the stands. But hopefully it doesn't affect the revenue too much. But do you guys want to do 2021 mock draft, or do you guys want to do 2021 free agency? I'm gonna make a video on both maybe later because I might be going on a trip later like late summer in August, so I'm gonna have to do some pre-recorded videos. So we got one for mock draft, one for free agency. Oh yeah, if we're picking top 5, I mean, unless he absolutely balled out. Because if he balled out and we're picking top 5, I mean, if we're picking top 5, 90% chance it means Haskins played bad, but you never know. Okay, we got a couple people. We got one for free agency, one for 2021 mock draft. I mean, what? Let's see. If I can find the mock draft site, we can do that, and I'll talk about free agency too. Okay, so David said free agency. Okay, we got a couple people saying mock draft, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be talking about some 2021 free agents that we could go after so everyone wins right there. So, some free agents that I think we could go after in 2021. Obviously, Jalen Ramsey. But remember, we got to sign. We got to make sure we re-sign Jonathan Allen. We'll see about Chase Roulier. All these guys. So we got to make sure we re-sign our players first and then go after maybe possibly a tight end, maybe possibly a cornerback. So some cornerbacks I like. You got Patrick Peterson and Jalen Ramsey. You got a couple others. But those are the guys that I would go after. And then tight end, you got Hunter Henry, who's a beast. I would pay a lot for him. And then George Kittle, George Kittle's a beast, but he's gonna want 15 million plus, which is absolutely crazy. But I mean, he is a beast. So I don't think we're gonna be able to sign Kittle, but if we could get a tight end or a cornerback in free agency, that would be nice. Okay, so I'm going to assume we're not at 2, okay? I'm going to trade with someone who's like at 6 or 7 so that it makes sense. Maybe even lower. Let's go to someone like Carolina who's okay, Vegas. Okay, 9 is perfect. I'm just going to trade these 2 picks. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'm just going to do this right here. But yeah, some other free agents that I would go after. Man, the Raiders selected Justin Fields, but yeah, Kittle would be beast. There's also a couple really good tackles. You got Ronnie Stanley. You got a couple others. Okay, right here, like I said, cornerback's what you want. So we're at number 9, and we got Patrick Surtain, the best cornerback in the draft, in my opinion. So that's good right there. No one really else. I love Jalen Waddle. I absolutely love him, but that's who I would go after. Yeah, Patrick Peterson is still pretty young, and he made the Pro Bowl, I think, every year in his career, except for last year, and that was because of his suspension. So, yeah. Real quick, while we are waiting, I'm going to put my link for the channel membership down below. I appreciate all the channel members that are in here. Skins Fan All Day, Abu Ho, Scotty, and AM Hunter. Okay, so now let's go on to okay. Why is it not picking? But let's wait a bit. Okay. So the Raiders got our pick at 34. That's what we would have been able to get. I don't think we're gonna get the pick 2 again, but we'll see. So right here, you got some really good tight ends available. So why not go ahead and get the tight end right here? Out of Penn State, who's pretty good, and there's a good one from Florida too. My screen is messed up. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and take Pat Freiermuth. And also, I forgot to say, but next week I'm going to try to figure it out, and I'm going to stream on StreamYard. It'll still be up on YouTube, and I'm going to have all the channel members be able to come on the stream and talk. Anyone who donates or is a channel member will be able to come and talk on the panel. And if we only have a couple guys, that are channel members show up, then I'll let a couple other people come on too, and we can talk about the roster and stuff. I'm probably going to have a max of like 4 people, but I think it would be really, really fun to see how that would work out. Let me know if you guys want to see that, though. Right here. Do we have any O tackles that are good? But I mean, hey, an offensive tackle from Ohio State would be nice, though. He is kind of late, but I would like it. Yeah, I mean, we got cornerback in the first round, and yeah, I agree. Free agency, we're gonna have to go out after a cornerback, and if we strike out there, if we don't get someone like Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Peterson, or another solid cornerback, then we're probably gonna have to get someone in the first or second round. And remember, we have 2 third-round picks this year, which is super, super good. Let's see if they have it for us there. Yep, we have. Okay, so what do you guys think? Tackle or, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead, take the tackle. I think we're good for wide receivers, so maybe in the 4th round. Yeah, I'll make a video on this later, but it's gonna be late, like August or something. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it, David. Thank you for donating. Thank you so much. I'll have thanks for donating. You've donated a ton. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And yeah, if you want to come on next week, you AM Hunter and a couple other guys, we can talk on StreamYard if you guys want. And if you don't, you guys can just keep talking in the chat, but it'll be fun if we can get a couple guys talking. That would be very, very fun. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, though. But, man, I appreciate it. So, 95 right here. We go after wide receiver. A lot of wide receivers available, so I don't think it would be a bad pick to go wide receiver. Even though our wide receiving core is very good, we'll go ahead and get the best available wide receiver. But man, yeah, thanks for the donation, David. I appreciate it a lot. So again here, um, offensive tackle, cornerback. Who's Tariq Thompson? Where is he? Is he a tackle? But right here, we can. Okay, okay, good. Hey, David, do you have a Twitter? Let me know if you have a Twitter. Um, oh, safety Tariq Thompson. Okay, I don't think he's here, but I was gonna go after a safety anyways, so let's go right here. So that's what it would be right there. But yeah, if you guys, I might have to send a link earlier, and I'll send that to everyone if you guys have a Twitter. If not, I'll try to find a way, and I think I can do it in a chat too. But okay, yeah. So that was a mock draft right there. It was kind of fun to do it a little earlier, but okay, you're on board. Okay, so yeah, it'll be pretty fun to do. It'll be pretty fun to do it, but yeah, if you guys want to contact me on Twitter, just right here's my Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter. Okay. Um, if yeah, you could follow me on Twitter, and then I'll DM you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up the stream in a couple minutes. Just give me any questions you guys have, and video ideas. Just let me know real quick. But yeah, stream was pretty good, I think. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see how this young team plays out. Like David said, our young receivers are really good, and it's our offense in general is so young. I mean, you got all of our receivers on our roster right now, besides Cody Latimer, are first or second year receivers, and then running backs besides AP, all pretty young. We got Thad Moss, and then our offensive line, Sheriff is he's not old and he's not young. He's in the middle. He's 28 years old. And then you got Chase Roulier, who's still pretty young. And then you got Wes Martin, who's super young. Sadiq Charles, who is super young as well. And then on defense, your whole D-line is pretty young. Kerrigan's obviously a little older, though. And then, um, what else? Landon Collins is still pretty young. And then what's it called? Sorry. Yeah, our whole defense, our whole team is pretty much young. Okay, man. Um, thanks, Andre. Thank you, David. I appreciate all of you guys for coming in. Hope you guys have a very good weekend. I will try to post a couple videos this weekend, and we'll see. Um, first shot. Okay, so yeah, give me a couple questions you guys have and video ideas, and then we'll go ahead and finish the stream. Also, real quick, any suggestions for the logo? Anything you guys think would make it look a little better? I think it looks decent, but you never know. Someone could have a good idea and have something to add to it. But yeah, peace, 1,000 subs. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you always coming in here. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'll let all of you guys know. See a mountain. I'll let you all know uh, about the panel on StreamYard, about you guys coming on, and it'll be on Friday. I always stream on Fridays unless something happens. It'll be on Friday. So again, thank you guys all for coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And yeah, stay tuned for a video tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a Jamal Adams video or if it's going to be something else, but stay tuned. Any video suggestions you guys have for me, just comment on my YouTube or come in on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And peace. Have a good weekend. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, David and Andre, for donating. Peace.